Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the video. And today we're going to be talking about Akstar, Neovision, and also Pyro Glacial Neovision, and also Shinju, 5 to 7 star. And we won't be talking about Eileen because she's not coming to the global side just yet. So I don't know where she is. She's hiding from us somewhere. I don't know why. It is what it is, and we'll go ahead and show off some reviewing going on here. So let's go into it. So this is once again another remaster because there's not much else to say that I already know and that I already can't tell you. So basically, she's Bart's 3.0 or Madam 2.0, where she wants to stack all of her mods and things like that, where she's being able to use her limit burst to get more modifiers, she uses some moves to unlock more moves. If you guys watched my Shinju video not a few days ago, you'll kind of know what I mean by that. So now she has more moves that she has to unlock, and then she'll become all powerful, you know, kind of after like many turns. She's a little faster than Bart's and Madam, but not by an insane amount. And also, she has a worse weapon selection than those both of them pretty much. At least Ego's STMR is useful, right? Ego's STMR is finally useful for someone. If you've been looking for that, and I've been teasing it for a while now. If you've been looking forward to using Ego's STMR, I guess now is the time to be excited for it. She also has Earth Imbue, and also 20% TDH, which is kind of the standard for most units nowadays. That'll be going forward. So, the biggest negatives are 100%, only 100% Earth Imperil, and also requires a lot of MP usage, and has a very low MP pool unless you pot it, and even then, she's going to kind of struggle with it. If only she was true to wield better, and if she has a better weapon selection, she might actually be a decent unit. But unfortunately, that's not the case. And Gumi and Alan just don't care about 5 to 7 stars for a little bit. It's gonna be like a roller coaster of a ride, guys. Sometimes they'll care, sometimes they won't. It really depends on the unit and who's working on it. I think that's how that goes. So, I remastered some stuff here. Just build up her mods, unlock her abilities, the same as Madden basically, yep. So really, she's just gonna get a 5 out of 10. She's not very good. She's not the worst thing in the world, but it's just kind of like it's like mediocre to me. It's not that special. It's just like eh. Her STMR is even worse than Red 13's in my opinion, because his has more attack, more MP percentage, and also a limit burst fill rate, which is better than 50% attack, of course. So at least I value that high. I value that pretty high. So with that review out of the way, let's get into the next one. That was a short one. This one's not gonna be too short. I guarantee you this will probably be the same thing on the global side just as it was on the JP side. He'll be at the top of the chart too, but he'll be the top 1 damage dealer. In terms of chaining, I don't know if he's better than Tifa in terms of finishing, of course, because he's not a finisher. He's a chainer. He can be a finisher, just not a very good one. 6 times cap in Neovision form, and also he has a 6 times cap in his normal form, of course, since he had it already. And 96 times chain mod in brain shift form, which is really, really nice. He's pretty much ice focused in his ray shift form, of course. 130 times 7 hit limit burst. Apparently I thought that this was necessary. No, I don't think it's anything. His limit burst is probably nothing you should be even looking at. You're looking at that 96 times mod chaining move. You're not really looking at the limit burst. That was back when I thought that was pretty nice back then. Remember guys, this is a remastered review, so this is stuff that I looked at on the JB side too, but then I add some more stuff. His permanent triple cast, of course, nice. Most units in the future are going to be having this, so it's not as special anymore. So I might not even be mentioning it, because most Neovision units just have triple cast now. Except for Eileen. Eileen does not have triple cast, unfortunately, in her normal form. She's stuck with single casting her abilities, which is unfortunate. His gold buff a long time ago are a lot nicer than JP, where he has more true to wield, I think. He has a little bit more buffs here and there, but yeah, his gold buff is not too bad compared to JP, so that's pretty nice. And some cons. We got the Brave Shift form. It's only available for 3 turns, and also it's not available on turn 1, so you kind of have to work towards getting to it. And really that's the only con, other than I guess no imbues in the normal form, which I added. I forgot to add that for my previous JP review. He has no imbues in his normal form, so he's gonna need some help with that. I wrote that in the bottom there in that notes. So he's gonna need some help to imbue him until he's able to brave shift, and then he can just do ice damage from that. So once you're able to imbue him, you're golden, because basically he has no downtime for his imbues at that point. Because I think, from what I remember, they last as long as you imbue him, as long as you imbue him again before he changes back. He'll be imbued when you shift back again. Anyways, I am pretty sure I remember specifically remembering that was like a key strategy when I used him. So other than that, he's the clairvoyant on the banner. Feels bad for Akstar, but Akstar has his own thing as well. So and actually, I think both of them work together really nicely, because we'll get into that. So Akstar, Pyro Glacial Lasswell New Vision upgrade gets a 8.5 out of 10 for me. If he had imbues in his normal form, it'd be a lot easier to just be on himself. But I mean, that's a very minor problem for most people. I'm pretty sure people would be able to just imbue him anyways. So 8.5 out of 10, very strong unit. If you don't have any strong units right now, all you have is Tifa. And yes, Tifa is amazing, but sometimes she needs some help with other things too, helping her build a chain with someone else. So this is a pretty good one to use to build a chain with 2 Lasswells and then finish with Tifa. Very nice. And the main event. Now this is a really short review. Sorry about that, guys. So we got Akstar here. This is another remastered review. Not much else to add here, because everything here is pretty nice. But he's the first one, I'm pretty sure, to have the breakage damage for katanas, which will be nice in the future. I don't know where all those trials are at. We should have already had the Intanger Extreme, and we should have been moving on to the next one already, but here we are. So he has 200% TDH, 150% true to wield. He's an ice damage dealer, of course, and he has 150% human killer, and he also has 100% human killer buff, which is very good. And 300% attack for himself on a chaining move, which is very nice, because remember guys, he has something similar to that in his old form, which I guess, funnily enough, they're not really the same, I guess, I don't know. And 120% ice and peril, which is pretty standard. And something I forgot to mention in my older review, is that his Olympus is very hard. 2 of them chaining his Olympus together in his normal form, of course, his normal form, not his brave shift form, his normal form. It's very hard. It looks like it doesn't do much damage. It looks like it's only doing like this, and then bam, it goes like that. So very strong limit burst. He has ice imbue, AoE, very nice. And when I mean AoE, I mean area of effect. So everybody gets ice imbue. Well, not the enemy. No, the enemy doesn't get any. They can go back over to where they want to go. We get the ice imbue, not them. So very strong damage deal. I have to say that. Right off the bat, very strong. And from my JP review, no 6 times cap, lol, but it really doesn't matter anymore. You're not even using his brave shift form that much. Really what you're using his brave shift form for is you're shifting over, you're using his gratis ability to boost his ice damage and things like that, and then shifting back over to his normal form, because that's really all you're using it for. So him not having 6 times cap is not even important anymore. Back then I thought, oh my god, he doesn't have 6 times cap like Cloud. What a noob. But nah, it doesn't matter that much. And with Alana coming, he may be outclassed again, and he's already outclassed by Lasswell, New Vision upgrade. But he's still very strong. If you get him, you're going to be good. You're set. If you have no other damage dealers and you have no Lasswells and you got him for free, I mean, you got a very strong damage dealer for free. I'm still using him every so often on the JP side, even nowadays. So, and what I recommend is equipping his two-handed katana in his brave shift form as well as his normal form, because his STMR is a one-handed katana. It's not very good. No, you don't want to use his STMR. Just stick to doing a two-handed katana like the old Akstar STMR is very nice. Or if you have King Lasswell's STMR, the chair one, that's one I always use. But if you don't want, if you want to just use his STMR, that's not so good. But hey, it's your Akstar, not mine. Just don't share it, because I'll delete you. Kidding. Or am I? Anyways, so what should I give him? Well, considering how high his lone burst hits, that's the most impressive thing for me, but the Ice Imbue is also very nice. So I'm going to go ahead and give him an 8 out of 10 score. Very strong damage dealer, and he'll be very strong for a long time to come. He just has a very few shortcomings, like he needs some lone burst damage boosts. Unfortunately, we don't have Pwn, which was like the best pairing for this, because you can easily just do lone burst damage buff before he uses his lone burst, and it would hit very hard. But we don't have Pwn, so you have to figure out someone else to use. Whoever else that may be, I don't know. Maybe some new support that'll come. Maybe some new support or something that'll come out. I don't know. Anyways, guys. So yeah, 8 out of 10, and Pyro Glacial Lasswell will be 8.5, and then Shinju was 5 out of 10. And I just remembered I actually have to load up those Brave Shift ability things that I forgot to put for you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and make those real quick. Let's get into that. I had to move myself anyway, so I guess this was a good thing for me to move. So there we are. And for those of you who are hoping that maybe you get some light, stuff here, unfortunately, a lot of his moves that you want to do are in the high section, including his Imperil and his normal form to set him up if you want to do that, of course. And also his Fatal Bloom, which is that 90 plus, like 96 times mod move. You definitely want to go ahead and do that first, over everything else, really. And also, Who Leads the Stars is that passive that he gets for 100% attack, and also some lone burst gauge per turn, which is not as important, but that 100% attack is important. And the medium section is just a very weaker move that just gives him lone burst gauge, and also Thoughts and the Technique, which gives him a bunch of mod boosts for a lot of his older abilities, I think. And gives him some MP, which is very nice. It's like 200 flat MP. So that's in the medium section. It's not in the low section, it's just in the medium section. So I'm just going to go ahead and wait for a second for you guys to look at that. And we're going to go ahead and move on to Akstar. We got Akstar here. Both of his abilities there need to be maxed. The critical hit looking one is very nice because it gives Imperils for ice. You want to go ahead and do that. And also it has a very high chance of doing more damage than usual. It has a very low chance of not doing as much damage as usual. So it's a very good ability. Very good ability. And also the one below it, Raining Blade Nation Division. You want to go ahead and do that because that gives him 300% attack while chaining. So it's very nice. And then the low section is his, in his Brave Shift form, one of his chaining moves. This is translated, of course. All these ones that are in quotation marks are translated. So it's just an 8 times move to one enemy, and also 27 times move, ignore defense, 50% to one enemy, and ice AMOE. So you're not, like I was saying, guys, you're not really staying in his Brave Shift form for very long. So I don't know if you would ever want to invest in that unless you are liking Akstar and you want even more damage than that, because his real damage is in his little burst, guys. But you really want to stick to his Brave Shift form so that you can get that Ice Radius ability going. So I think that's about it, guys. I appreciate you guys for watching this review. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like the video or give it a dislike if you disliked it in some way. Once again, I've changed some sound settings around. This time, actually, a professional last night went through some of my sound settings and did some stuff and showed me some things what I need to do and have my voice mirror all set up more professionally. So if it still sounds bad, well, he told me that my microphone sounds fine. He said that I sound very loud and very fine because my voice is going into the yellow section but not into the red. So I mean, it's pretty good. And also the music is not even anywhere near the yellow. It's very, very low in the very low green section. So, put it simply, he said that my microphone sounds pretty good. So, for those of you who may have not been able to hear me as well, and maybe your program or like your system that may not be loud enough or something along those lines is what he said, because from his standpoint he said that everything was good. So something still is wrong. I don't know what to do. I have it all the way up though. I've got my microphone all the way up now. Before it was a little on the lower side because I thought it would be too loud, but I have it all the way to the 0 point on the OBS. So with that being said, guys, thank you guys for watching again. If you watched all the way through to the end of this video, make sure to type in hashtag Awakened Dragon. Sounds like an anime. Awakened Dragon, hashtag Awakened Dragon. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.